the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sharp. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hand is Anderson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. To the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. to throw. It's Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Might be calling a hot route. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it in, it's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Miller. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll throw on third down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bernard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
back to pass. It's Simpson. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Bringing the heat. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
The hand to the running back.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. If you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they swarm him under. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he will score! Touchdown Tide! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking to scramble. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snags it on the right. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Dances away to buy time. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Gus Meyer. Dumps it to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending